This is ReplicantPhish. Hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Hope you're doing well, hope you're feeling well, and as always, I hope you felt yourself today. If this is your first time here, this is a Lego channel for single people, in which we attempt to build our perfect partners out of Lego. Yes. Intriguing, isn't it? Yeah, indeed. But seriously, this is a channel for single people, men and women, but it is predominantly a man's channel because I'm a man. I don't know what it's like to have woman emotions and feelings and monthly cycles, so I can only say certain things. The channel name, in case you're wondering, is just to get back to my normal name, the name I've had for years. Men Square, that name is only 7-8 months old, but for the years I have been making content, it's mostly been known as ReplicantPhish. So I've just reverted back to my original name, makes it easy to find me, and also in certain places it makes my videos rank better, which for viewers you don't really care about that type of stuff, but as a creator I do have to pay attention to the small background analytic things, the things that you guys never see. But enough talking, let's begin. By the powers of Grayskull, I have the power. Can you feel it? Can you? The topic is the best decision I ever made. Reasons to remain single in 2020. Now the reason this is the best decision for me, not what I'm saying for you, but for me, are for a number of things. You see, one issue I had with other men in my life when I was growing up is it was always about the constant chase and thirst. There was never a moment where any man would say to stop, step back, and look again. I never got that at all. All I got were other men, my own age and older, telling me life is about getting women. Getting as much as you can, smashing as many as you can. Now understand, as a man, yeah, I get that myself. I understand that, clearly. But the point is, how it's always been this one-sided thing. If you're not a man out there chasing, there's something wrong with you. If you're not a man out there looking to always get into another woman, there's something wrong with you. If you're a man without a woman in your life, there's something wrong with you. If you're single, but not in constant pursuit of women, there's something wrong with you. Now you see, those things bothered me, because it made me feel as if I had no choice. Like I have no choice in the matter, I have to just be this. I have to be this thirsty dog. Now understand this, as a young man, yes, I was very, very thirsty. Incredibly so. But even though I understood the power of my thirst, something in the back of my mind always made me feel as if I should be doing something else. I am putting far too much thought and energy into this. But you see, because I had no one to talk to about these things, in a sense I felt alone. Because every time I attempted to speak to other men about these things, to wonder at some point, should I not have control of my desire? That's not something, as a man, I could talk to other men about. We had conversations, clearly, but I could not get too deep into the conversations to explain my points like I'm doing now, because of the kickback. The constant kickback. If you're not chasing a woman, you're not living your life. So because of this, for many years, I was very sad, very down, and didn't care much about myself. Ironically, in this time I had girlfriends, a few quick occasions with friends with benefits, lived with women, then lived with my son's mother for years, and clearly had a child as well. And through most of that, through most of being a normal person, normal, yeah, sex and girlfriends, yeah, all the normality, yeah. In all of my pursuing of that, the supposed normality, I felt nowhere near as good, as confident as I feel now. And I'm a single man, been so for years. But in that time, I have grown so much, grown exponentially, grown gracefully. I feel so good about myself now that it's very easy for me to motivate and to encourage. It's very easy for me to tell you there's more to life, there's more out there. As an older man, telling younger men and other men my age and older, you do not have to live your life that way. You do not have to be in constant pursuit of women to make you feel better about yourself. That is not life. That is an aspect of life. But because of people and their shaming tactics, because of media and government crap, they would make you feel as if you're insignificant because you have no one else there. Because you have no significant other, they make you feel as if you're insignificant. What sort of bollocks is that? And understand this, none of what I'm saying is with hate. It's more an understanding and a love of myself that makes me feel this way. Because I took women off the pedestal and I put myself there. And in doing so, naturally, I began to treat myself better, was more focused on my health, my diet, was more focused on my mental, more focused on my knowledge, on learning new things, and the desire I have to learn new things. You see, there's not a person on this planet that could tell me that it's better for me to attach myself to someone than to be single. Because my happiness has been here. It's not been with them, it's not been to have someone in my life. It's not been to have the constant thought, what is this other person doing? Are they okay? Are they doing someone else? None of that. I don't suffer from loneliness. Loneliness is not something that bothers me. Even though I am alone most of the time, I don't suffer from loneliness. I also don't walk around in an angry stupor. But regardless of how my voice sounds, I find things to laugh about every single damn day. Because I understand the power of that. There are things about myself I would not have learnt, honestly, if I was still in relationships till this day. There are many deep and integral things about myself I would not have ever learnt without the time it takes to learn them. Without the time it takes to be by yourself, to understand the solitude, see what you can get from the solitude, to see how you really feel about yourself, to see if you feel like crap, what then can you do to make yourself feel better? To grab your balls, or your crotch if you're a woman, and say, I have the power. This is the power. You see, life is too short. I say this all the time. It is. The person I was in my 20s, compared to the person I am now in my 30s, is a different person. Not vastly, but I am a man now who knows who he is. And for that, my God, I am ever better. I am ever in constant pursuit of improvement. I am ever in need of improvement, of more. I am ever in need of bettering myself. So yes, the best decision I ever made was to be single. And in doing so, I have never felt better in my life. And I will say this, if in future you want a relationship or someone in your life, understand the person you are now in being single, do not beat that person up. Do not tell your single self that you're less because you have no one else there. Because understand this, whatever happens in any future relationship you may have, you may still end up being single in the end anyway. So to understand the power of being single, to understand to embrace your life without anyone there, that will always be more powerful than assuming your power is in another person. Because that means you will never be at full potential without someone else. That's ridiculous. In being single, for the first time in my life, I fully appreciate who I am. That's from no small feat. That's from years of neglecting myself because I thought I needed this to be me. The reality is, the dark and harsh truth about reality is, no one on this planet could have made me feel the way I feel about myself. No one could have made me feel this good about myself. And to understand that, the power, the empowerment I get from that is staggering. It's epic. It's also very beautiful. So I say this to you. Understand what it is to be single. Every single one of us, at some point in our lives, were single. We weren't always in relationships or had girlfriends or boyfriends, no. So understand, always have the ability to be your best self regardless of anyone else. Like an axe to a tree. Focus. Observe. Remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.